Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. My name's Megan, and today's pick a card, we are doing December predictions. So I'm going to try to get as much detail as I can for the energies that you're going to be experiencing in the month of December. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm the Mother of Tarot. I do a ton of pick a card readings, and I bring a lot of spiritual content to hopefully motivate you, give you clarity, and inspire you on your path. So here are the groups. Welcome group number one. Okay, so if you pick this card, you have perspective. It says, a calm and clear mind is free to see differently. I love this first message for you, group number one, because this is basically saying that you're going to have some really beautiful shifts in perspective that bring you so much peace. I feel for this group that maybe you worry too much, you have some anxious thoughts, maybe you think about the future too much. And I really see Spirit and your higher self guiding you to be more present and almost to be in this kind of constant meditative mind. Bringing your meditation practice or that meditative energy into different activities throughout your day, if that makes sense. I feel too for this group you're really going to be seeing the beauty in life even more. I feel as though you do have a good sense of appreciation and gratitude, but I just feel like it's going to be enhanced in the month of December. So let's see what other cards we're getting. We have the Eight of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups, Magician, Queen of Cups reverse, Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords reverse, and Increase in reverse. With these first two energies, the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups, I think this really confirms the first card because Eight of Wands can be fast-moving energy, so when I see it in the reverse, I feel like it's slowing down. And then this Nine of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And look how freeing this lady looks. You know, there's a treasure chest, and I just feel like you're going to be finding so much peace within the blessings you already have. I do feel like there's going to be new blessings coming in, and I will get into that for you. But I feel as though you're just going to be finding so much appreciation. And I feel like you're just going to be feeling lighter and free. Because we have this Eight of Swords here. And, I mean, look at this Eight of Swords depiction, right? It shows this girl looking into the mirror, and she just sees herself as trapped, right? It's as though her thoughts, right? Swords can represent our thoughts and our emotions. And I feel as though your thoughts sometimes play tricks on you. Or your mind plays tricks on you. And you feel like you're trapped, or you're not there yet, you're not where you're supposed to be, you're so behind. I see you moving out of that in December. I see this, you have this new perspective. You have this, there's some sort of illusion that's been on your mind or that's been in your energy. And I see that fading. I feel like this is something you've been working on, group number one. And I feel like December is going to be a really big shift for you. Yeah, the Seven of Swords can talk about people being deceiving. But I feel like this is representing your mind. How your mind can play tricks on you. How sometimes to bring clarity into our lives we can make up stories to justify what's happening, to make sense of certain people or events. And I just see so much clarity for you. I see so much clarity. I really relate to this group a lot. I feel like my number one piles I've been relating to. So this has been a big thing that I've been working on, is just slowing down. And then we have this Magician card. I feel like you're manifesting emotional fulfillment, group number one. You are manifesting freedom, a fresh perspective. And all of these emotions that I'm talking about are going to help you manifest everything else that you want. So if you're craving more material abundance, if you're craving a relationship, if you're trying to bring in more spiritual friends, all of these things that you want to manifest are really tied in with our emotional state. So it's really important to focus on this, to bring in more peace and tranquility and harmony so that we can bring in other things that we want. And I feel like Spirit's saying, okay, manifest these new energies, these new emotions, or not new, they're emotions that you have. It's just bringing them more to the surface and transmuting some of the anxious thoughts. or the worries or the overthinking of the mind, right? But I do feel like you're manifesting a lot. And for some of you in group number 1, you might be feeling more anxious recently, or maybe like you've been forced to slow down and it might feel like it's holding you back, or that it's been harder to release. But Spirit wants you to know that you are in the process of releasing. This is something that takes a while, so sometimes you're going to feel more anxious, more upset, or frustrated while you're letting these energies leave your energetic field. So just know that. The clearing, it can be hard work. It's not just like, oh, these energies are clearing and I feel great. It can be rough. You have to feel through that energy to let it go. You have to forgive it. You have to accept it. You have to thank it for what it's taught you in your life. That's a huge lesson that I've learned. When we're trying to transmute pain, sometimes we have to thank the pain. And you might be thinking, well, why would I thank my pain? But our pain is our greatest teacher. And there's a lot to learn. So what are these emotions, asking yourself, what are these emotions teaching me? What am I learning? How can I love myself, even those parts of me that worry too much or get anxious? How can I love that side of me? And then thank this lesson, thank this energy for teaching me something. And then when you start to practice more of those steps, you can actually move through this energy quicker and you can release it. And I love how this increase came up in reverse because it shows a path. And I feel like your perspective is shifting, like a 180, almost turning upside down. And you're going to see the beauty in slowing down, in taking your time, and seeing how that slowing down actually accelerates your path. It doesn't hold you back. And I'm sorry if this is a reoccurring message. I know I've talked about this in other piles and other picket cards, but this has been a big theme in my life, so I know it's at least going to pop up in one of these piles, one of these groups. There's always going to be one that I really resonate with, and this has been like an ongoing theme for me. So it's just a beautiful message. I think it's really important for a lot of people, actually, because we are in a culture, especially I live in the States. I don't know where it is, where, I know people watch me from all over the world, and I love that. And I know every culture is so different, but speaking from where I'm from, the culture is super fast-paced, especially when I lived in LA. Now I'm in Michigan, so it's a little bit slower. But our culture is so fast-paced. People are always in a hurry. They're always working so much. And I grew up in fast-paced jobs. So, I feel like for you, group number 1, maybe you work in fast-paced jobs, or maybe you have in the past, or maybe you've lived really busy lifestyles, or maybe you've spent too much time on social media. That's another message, too. Stop spending so much time on social media, because the way, I've really realized this. I've realized this in the past, but it's really been huge in my perspective, especially now that I started on TikTok. Oh my gosh, how fast-paced and how anxious that those platforms can make you feel. I love social media, don't get me wrong, because it's been the perfect way for me to build and grow my business, and I've met so many amazing people. There's so many good things about social media that I love. But for the bad parts of it, we know that when we get a like, right, on our Instagram, or we get a new follow on our TikTok, or a subscriber on our YouTube, it stimulates us. They say it releases like dopamine or serotonin or something in our minds. And when we're overstimulated like that, so when we spend too much time, it can really mess with our energetic field. You don't have to just apply it to social media. You can apply it to other things in your life. But for me, I know I have been spending too much time on social media. I'll admit it, sometimes I do, and I'm learning how to do less. And, when I started TikTok, I was kind of scrolling to get other people's ideas, or to look at how other people read tarot on TikTok, just to get inspiration. And it's so fast-paced and so, boom, 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 that after going on it, I was so anxious because it was so fast and so busy and so just, I don't know how to describe it, but I felt so overstimulated and anxious. And it just made me realize how much that plays a role, not just in our workplace or with the people that surround us, but going online, how much that can give us anxiety and keep us away from living in the present moment. So just be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of your activities and what draws you away from being in your present moment. It's not a bad thing to do it, but doing it in excess can really mess with our energy, right? And I want to get a clarifier on this Queen of Cups in reverse. So I'm going to pull one more card for this. Let's try that again. Okay. Alright, so we got the Two of Wands next to it. I kind of feel like this is saying, when we get triggered and something really bothers us or stresses us out, I feel like the universe has possibly been sending you events or thoughts, or people, or something to trigger you on purpose. I feel like it's been making you more anxious because things have been triggering you on purpose. And it's not a mean thing. It's not like the universe is, is being brutal or anything. But this is helping you transmute this energy, right? Because if we don't know something's in our field, if we don't have that awareness or that heightened awareness, then how do we know we need to release it? So sometimes the universe, spirit, our guides and angels will deliberately make things trigger us and make us more anxious. So it brings our awareness up and we're like, oh, this is what's making me feel that way, because they bring it to a new level, right? So pay attention to that. When something makes you more anxious or if you're feeling more, what did I just do? What just happened? Did someone say something? Was I on social media for too long? Did I read something? Was this from a book? Pay attention to when you get uncomfortable, because I feel like Spirit's been putting more of this in your life for you to let go of this, to release this energy, to bring it to the surface, right? Because the only way we can bring it to the surface is to feel through it. The only way we can feel it is when sometimes bad stuff happens. And I'm not saying this is coming for you in December. I feel like this has already been your energy, group number one. I feel like this has already been happening. And yeah, it might happen more in December, but this is really good because you're transmuting this. You're letting it go, you're releasing it, and you're moving into this Nine of Cups energy. Look at this lady, this Nine of Cups, this Magician, this whole new perspective, this whole new lighter energy is what I see moving into. This is really cool. Okay, let's see what else. Let's pull some more cards. All right, so we have the Eight of Wands again, the Magician again, Temperance, the World, Walking Away, the Thinking Woman, and Choices. I love how the Eight of Wands came through again next to the Magician. And see how these first four cards, they show the backs of everyone? This talks about internal work. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of internal work in December, but I see the internal work almost being fast moving. I see a lot of shifts in perspective, but it being like, oh, I see this being really positive. At times it might feel a little heavy as you're releasing, but I see this being really positive, like a new shift, oh, a new thing, oh, this and that. I see you as having a lot of realizations about the entire world. Some of you are going to be connecting more with your guides, and you're going to be really you're going to be understanding really how to manifest what you want in this world. I really feel that in December. You're going to be like, oh, this is exactly how I manifest, and this is really going to help me. And I didn't think about it like this. I just see a lot of light bulbs and a lot of growth and a lot of beauty. And then we have this Walking Away card next to this Thinking Woman. You're walking away from the old you. You really are. Look how she's looking back at her old life. Like, bye, I've moved on. I'm ready for this new start. I really feel, group number one, you're clearing a lot to get ready for 2021. Like, you're starting off 2021 with a bang. You're not messing around. This group's not messing around. You're warriors, and you do a lot of work on yourself. You're doing a lot of shadow work. Some of you could already be spiritual leaders in the community, or you're on your way to being one. And we have the Thinking Woman. Yeah, December is just going to be a lot of new realizations. You might be reading more books, right? Stepping away from social media, reading more, learning a new skill, teaching others. And then we have Choices. And I love how he's kind of turned to the right side because he has the white wing and the black wing. It's almost like the angel and the devil on your shoulder, right? Shows his light and his shadow. And look how still he looks. It's like he's accepting of his shadow, but he's leaning towards his lighter aspects, his more positive perspectives. And I feel like your guides are really working with you through that. You're on a really beautiful journey, group number one. You really are. I feel like you really want a lot out of this world. You're not settling for less. And you're going to get what you want. You're definitely going to get what you want. You already have gotten, I think, what you want in some aspects. I'm hearing for some of you might be walking away from relationships or people that you used to date that you still maybe think about or you still talk to. I'm hearing that it's specific for some of you, but I see you just really walking away from that and being completely okay with it. So if this is something you've been struggling with, I really see that evolving in December. I'm also hearing if you're trying to build a business or you're trying to sell something, I see that going well in December as well. I see some improvements in that area of your life if you're focused on your work. But I really feel for this group that there's going to be a lot of internal work in December. But this is really prepping you for 2021, and 2021 is going to be really good. I feel like Spirit's saying that. Like, December is going to be good for you, but it's going to take a lot of internal focus. So go within, breathe, get off your social media, and just enjoy these new perspectives and these new shifts, because I see it being just awesome for you. Okay, group number 1. So if you're single, stick around, because I'm going to do love messages now. And this is going to be love messages for December, but this is only going to be for my single subscribers out there, okay? Okay, so for the love messages, we have 7 of Swords, Devil in reverse, the Sun, Son of Wands in reverse, 8 of Cups reverse, 4 of Wands reverse, and 3 of Wands upright. Alright, so I really feel like this ties in with what I just said earlier about some of you leaving a relationship or someone you thought was, with this 4 of Wands in reverse especially, I see that there's somebody maybe you thought you were going to end up with, but the Spirit has someone better for you. Spirit has someone better for you. And I'm not trying to be, and only take this if it resonates, you guys, but I feel like there's somebody still in your energetic field. This could be an ex. This could be somebody you thought you were supposed to be with, but maybe they're not returning your calls or they're not reaching out. I'm also hearing that some of you might think that someone's your twin flame, but for some of you, it's not your twin flame. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of clarity in the month of December about this. There's going to be clarity coming in. There's going to be walking away from certain emotions, certain people. And I feel as though, this is a very specific message, so if it doesn't resonate, don't take it, you guys, but I feel like Spirit and your guides are like, okay, we want the best for you in 2021. We have so many good things coming. So it's time to not like get rid of these people, but get them out of your energetic field, right? It's time to, you might contact them again sometime in the future, but you need to be away from their energy because they're dimming your light. Somebody is dimming your light. This could be a friendship. Take what resonates. This might be someone you're just thinking about, but maybe not in contact with. Someone's dimming your light. You deserve more, is what Spirit's saying. You deserve the world. And if this resonates for you, whoever this person is, I just see you really, it's like that whole shift in perspective we talked about in the beginning. You're going to have a whole new perspective towards this person. There's going to be some clarity. There's just going to be messages coming in and realizations that you've never looked at them in that way before, and you're going to start to look at this person or these people, it might be more than one person, in a whole new light, And it's really going to help you and be very positive. This is going to be very positive. It might be a little challenging to accept it at first when you realize it, but it's going to be so good for you. And your guides are really working with you closely, okay? So I know this wasn't the most positive love maybe message that you wanted, but group number 1, you're avid manifestors. You're manifesting exactly what you want in life. You're getting more. I feel like you're getting more than you even realize. When it comes to your partner and things like that, you're getting way more. I feel like Spirit and your guides are like, why are you into this person? What? We get it, but you just wait until we see who we have for you. You just wait. You're going to be like, why was I even worried about this person? That's just the kind of energy I'm feeling for you. So take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I love you guys. I'm sending so much healing light to you, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, hey group number 2, so you picked this group. You have strength and vulnerability. True power lies at the root of a perceived weakness. I love this message. This is the new Oracle deck that I got, and I've been so in love with it. The month of December is going to be really powerful for you. You're going to see vulnerability and being open and real and raw in a whole new light. You're really going to step into a power that you have that you never thought was a power, that you always thought, oh, this is something bad about me. You know, it's kind of when empaths think, oh, I'm just too sensitive, this is bad, when really it's their superpower. That's a whole nother tangent. Maybe we'll get into that. But you're going to see something you always thought of. Maybe it's the way you perceive the world. It's the way you interact with people. It's the way that you practice your craft. It could be anything, but something you see that you thought was something bad about you, or something that was annoying that you didn't like that you did, you're going to realize that it's a power that you have, it's an ability, and you're going to completely transmute this. You're going to transmute this pain into power. You're going to become more vulnerable because you're going to love that side of you. You're going to realize that your imperfections make you perfect, that the dark aspects of you are amazing and just as they should be, right? And that's hard to accept. It's hard for me to even accept that. Oh yeah, my anxiety is beautiful. Like, what? But this is coming for you in December, group number 2. You're going to be really vulnerable, really open, and you're going to do it with so much grace and so much confidence, because you're going to see the power in it, and you're going to see how much this helps other people. Because you guys, when we start to become more vulnerable, it makes other people feel less alone, because we all have vulnerabilities. We all have things that we struggle with. And when we take away the power that it holds over us in that negative way, right? We face our fears, we speak our truth. That's when we really step into who we're supposed to be, or who we've always been, but maybe we've been hiding that aspect of ourselves. So I love this message right away. Let's pull some more cards and see what else we got. Alright, so we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, Knight of Cups reverse, Magician, 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups reverse, and Shining Through. Alright, so for the first 3 cards, I'm seeing that for some of you, you're trying to manifest a connection. This could be a friendship, a romantic connection, or more romance, or a deeper connection with somebody that you're already with. Now, only take this if this resonates. I feel as though there could be some sort of communication blockage, but Spirit wants you to know that everything's happening in perfect timing. You are manifesting the life that you want. Things are taking a little bit slower. I feel like there's some healing that needs to happen. And that makes sense when we have the 3 of Swords and the 10 of Wands and the 7 of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of healing going on in your heart space. Maybe some of you are separated by your person from distance. This could be emotional or physical. Or maybe you're just craving a relationship. I'm going to get it more into love messages at the end of each reading, but they're coming through right now, so I'm going to get into that a little bit, and then we'll get into the other messages. Okay, so this makes sense. I feel like for you, group number 2, that vulnerability is really going to help you in this time. Okay, so whether it's being honest with yourself, your friendships, your whoever you like, right? Maybe it's somebody that you like, or maybe it's somebody you're already with. Spirit's encouraging you really to open up in the month of December. Really get vulnerable. Be honest about your fears, what scares you. You'd be surprised at how much closer this will bring people to you. Sometimes I know you can, or I can even be, we can all be afraid, right? That if we are too open, that we're going to scare somebody away, that we're going to seem crazy or out of our mind or whatever we're going through. But the people you have, I'm hearing Spirit say this, the people you have in your life are going to be supportive. They're going to be supportive. They're going to help you with this. And talking about it is going to help bring a whole new perspective to this area of your life. And I feel like sometimes with this group, maybe you're thinking, should I say this? Should I not say this? Should I say it like this? How should I talk to this person? Or how should I express myself in the right way? Stop overthinking it and just speak. Be yourself. You know, I talk about my fears on here a lot. And it helps me. And I think it helps you guys. I hope it helps you guys, because I like it when I watch a tarot reading, I pick a card, and someone's being real about what they're going through. I'm like, oh, you get it. You know what I'm going through. Because I don't know about you, but I listen to people more if I think that they really understand what I'm going through. If they're like, oh, I've been through this before, or I'm going through this right now, then you're like, oh, you actually get it. You're not just talking out of your butt. Like, you get it, you know. And because I have healed a lot in my relationship, and I'm just going to use this as an example, right? I'm going to be vulnerable with you guys, okay, to hopefully inspire you. There's been so many times in my relationship with my partner where I've had to open up about something that's bothered me, even about them, or, something that they said or something that they did. And I'll even just give you an example. Yeah, we were on the phone 2 days ago. I'm in a long-distance relationship. And I start telling him about this book that I'm reading, and it's really out there. It's about what happens when you die. It's really interesting. And I was kind of telling him about what the guy was saying. He does regression hypnosis. And for those of you who don't know what it is, it's amazing. Look into it. But he does regression hypnosis. So my boyfriend, he was like, oh, well, you can't believe everything that you read. And I felt like he was trying to educate me, when it was something I already know. I'm already reading this book from a perspective of where I'm not taking everything as, oh, this has to be the way and the only way, because I have a very open mind. So I got triggered and annoyed. I was like, why is he trying to tell me something I already know about? Like, I got defensive and I got annoyed, and he could tell in my facial expressions, and I said, I know this already. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to lecture you. I just like talking about this. And he just literally wanted to talk about it. He wanted to talk about his perspective on something because he likes to talk. He likes to talk a lot, which I love. But he likes to talk about how his mind works and how he thinks about things. But I was perceiving it as he was trying to lecture me, right? So I was honest about it. I told him, I said, he's like, no, that's not what I'm doing. So sometimes when you're vulnerable, it really opens your eyes and you're honest about how someone's making you feel. They're probably not trying to do that. They're probably trying, I was looking at it like this, and it'll bring clarity, and then all of a sudden, that's not going to trigger you anymore because you were open and you were vulnerable about it, right? You can do this with your friendships. You can do this with your family. You can do this with your partner, like whoever it is in your life. If they start to bother you about something, you can even ask. They're like, hey, are you, it can be awkward. Like, it's not always easy, like, to confront them and be like, hey, is this what you mean? Or is this what you're trying to do? Or, like, I don't like this. It's not comfortable, but I promise you how rewarding it is. When you're brave and you're vulnerable about something like this and you speak your truth, wow, it brings you so much clarity. It brings you so much perspective because it makes you realize that, the person that you were talking to, the person that triggered you, sees what they're saying in a completely different light. It's again with us making up stories in our mind. So be honest when something like this happens. If someone's doing something and you're like, oh, they're doing it because they're just trying to play games with me or be rude or try to tell me what to do, or they're just trying to get under my skin, they're probably not. Like, I feel like they're probably not. And I laugh because this happens to me all the time, and I'm constantly, and this is like uncovering layers of deep programming that we have in so many different aspects of our lives. This takes time. And to get through this kind of like shadow work and to attract what we want in our life, to be this magician, we have to be vulnerable because that helps bring in clarity, which helps bring in shift perspective, which helps bring in more peace, which brings in better communication, which brings in healthier relationships. It just brings in everything that you want, okay? So I just feel like that's your theme, vulnerability, and I feel like I'm kind of going on about the same thing, so let me pull some new cards. Oh wait, I want to talk about the Shining Through card though. I love this card, this Oracle card, it's so beautiful. And I just feel like that's you. You're really going to be shining through. You're not going to be holding back. You're going to be like, this is me. This is bothering me. Let's talk about this. Let's communicate about this. And you're going to see the power in being open and honest and talking about all these little things, even if you feel like, oh, it's, that bothered me, but I don't want to get into it right now. I don't want to talk about it. You're going to be like, no, it's my time to shine. Like, literally, it's my time to shine. It's my time to express myself, and I'm going to do it, and it's going to be scary, but I'm going to be rewarded afterwards because I'm going to have a sense of clarity. And for some of these conversations, you might not get clarity right away, but you will within, a few days or however it works. Some can take a little bit longer, but it will bring you clarity in the long run. Okay, I promise you that. So let's move on to some new messages and see what else we have coming in for you. Okay, so for our cards, we have Five of Pentacles, Mother of Cups reverse, the Hierophant reverse, Nine of Swords reverse, Son of Pentacles, endings and beginnings, don't back down, love and communication. And I like how these two cards just came out for confirmation, this love and communication, because this is what I'm talking about. Loving connections, communication, opening up. This kind of vulnerability is going to bring more love in your life. It's going to bring clearer communication, stronger connections. And it's right next to the don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Don't back down, okay? The Spirit's going to help give you, your angels are going to help give you more courage. And also, like, asking for it, too. Like, before you talk to somebody about something. Or, you know, even if it just happens right away where you get triggered, you know, say in your mind, okay, guys, angels, I need your help with this courage. I need some help being vulnerable. And then take a deep breath and speak your truth. You'll be surprised at how much assistance that energy can bring into your life. And then this endings and beginnings card. Whenever I see this card, look at that third eye. And you guys, December, we're going into eclipse season. There's an eclipse in this card. Your third eye is really going to be opening up. You're going to be seeing things a lot clearer. You're going to be feeling more confident in your vulnerability. And just this fire within you is really going to come through. This passion and this confidence. And then with this Hierophant, this Nine of Swords in reverse, I'm getting the message that, and I kind of talked about this earlier, but when you find spiritual leaders online, or you find a book, you know, with an author you really love, a nonfiction book, right, self-help book, or a spiritual book, or you find a YouTube channel you really like, and you find these spiritual leaders, I see you really seeing them in a new light, not in a bad light or a good light, just seeing that nobody has all the answers. Even me, I don't have all the answers. I will tell you guys that. I don't have all the answers. Don't listen to everything that I say, okay? Only take what resonates and feels right for you, okay? And I feel like you're going to be seeing that, and you're going to have a sense of peace with it. You know, somebody's going to say something, and maybe everything that they've said over the past years really resonated and really helped you, but they're going to say something that doesn't feel right, and you're going to be okay with that. You're going to be like, okay, yeah, maybe that's not right, or maybe that doesn't help me right now, and that's okay, you know? And I feel like you're going to be going more within as well, and asking yourself, okay, even when it comes to a pick a card, did that feel right for me, right? Did that resonate for me? Did that message for me? You're not going to just be like, oh, well, you know, Megan's messages have always resonated with me, or Stargirl the Practical Witch, or the Tarot Priest, right? Their messages have always resonated, so, like, everything that they say, and I do this too. I'm not saying, like, ooh, I think everybody can do this, right? Their messages have always resonated, so I have to take this message, you know? I feel like you're really shifting away from that, and you're only like, okay, that served me, that didn't. Okay, this resonated with me. Okay, this doesn't. You know, really going with your intuition and your energy, and really finding what works for you, what makes sense for you, and what you're learning, and what you need at the time. I'm also hearing in December to make sure to nurture yourself through this, because there's a lot of different energies coming through. So with this Mother of Cups and this Five of Pentacles, make sure you're really taking care of yourself, because when we work through our vulnerabilities, when we step out of our comfort zone, it can take a lot out of us. It can be hard emotionally, it can be hard on our physical body. So make sure you're nurturing yourself, and make sure you're trusting your intuition, because I do see it being very strong. I feel like your higher self is really working with you. You have a higher intelligence. And maybe sometimes with this group you rely too much on your spirit guides or your angels, which it's not a bad thing, but like I feel like even your angels are like, talk to your higher self. You have the knowledge. You have the power within you. You know, sometimes we can feel so separate from our guides or angels, like they're so much higher than us and they're so much more amazing than us. But we have the same abilities and the same powers as them. We do. We just don't see it, right? So we need their help. We do need their help. But I really feel like in December you're going to be stepping into realizing how powerful you are within, and how much knowledge you have, and how much strength and wisdom you have within you. I really see that strongly for you. So group number 2, this is a month of vulnerability, getting real, getting open, getting honest, and realizing that it has a huge part in when we're trying to manifest the life that we want. When we're trying to bring in new things, we have to be vulnerable. We have to be who we are, you know, not just the light. We have to show the dark. We have to show the darker aspects, and you will be rewarded for this, I promise. Good blessings will come from this, okay? So now I want to get into more love messages for this group, because I feel like it's really important, and this is going to be pretty much for singles. If you're in a relationship or you want to stick around, you're more than welcome, but I'm going to try to ask for specific messages for anyone that's single for love coming in December. So we have the Four of Cups, the Tower, the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Moon, Two of Pentacles, new supportive connections, and the Sacred Temple. Okay, I really feel for this group that Spirit's working with you to build the connections you already have. For some of you, there could be new love coming in, especially with this new supportive connections. But I feel like Spirit's working with you to improve the connections you already have. I feel like you have strong connections in your life, but I feel like you hold back sometimes. And I feel like maybe some of you are wanting romantic gestures, or you're wanting people to be more vulnerable around you, or you're wanting this, but you're not doing it yourself. You're like, well, they should do it. But Spirit's like, well, if you want a certain thing from certain people, you have to start acting that way. You have to start giving out the energy you want to receive. So just apply that to where it could resonate for you. That was a clear message I heard. Like, if you want certain connections or romantic gestures, or maybe you want, people to reach out to you online. You want to make friends online because with the pandemic, I've made a lot of friends online. You have to start asking people. You have to start reaching out to people. You need to start putting the action in and opening up more. And I feel for this group that there's going to be stronger spiritual connections coming in because of this. You'll be rewarded big time with really strong connections on a very deep level, more balanced connections. And I really feel like Spirit's saying work with the moon energy, especially the eclipses that are happening. I feel like this is really going to help you open up more, be more vulnerable. And I love how this Tower card, look at this Tower card, and it's next to the Four of Cups, which is perfect because it looks like that mask is like cracking open. It's like whatever, you've used as a shield or you've hidden about yourself, it's like Spirit's coming through to break down your walls. It might be a little messy at times. It might feel a little scary. There might be some crying of release. It's going to be really beautiful and very healing. But Spirit's coming in fast. Your higher self is coming in strong. And also I'm just hearing show a lot of love to yourself. The love you want from other people, from friendships or relationships or partners, show that love to yourself, right? Because that'll bring in these loving connections as well. So I talked about nurturing yourself. And you can do this in a lot of different ways. Mantras are great. Sometimes I just like to talk to myself when I get anxious or frustrated. I'm like, Megan, you're doing great. Let's bring in some peace. I talk to myself like the inner child that's within me, right? So like, if I was 5 years old right now, how would I want someone to talk to me, right? If that makes sense. Talk to yourself very nurturing, like a mother would to a child. Give yourself a lot of praise and encouragement for all that you've done on your path. Get into your creative energy. Do whatever lifts you up and makes you feel good. I wish we could just manifest everything we want, and, I don't at the same time. Like, yeah, I wish we could just manifest stuff and it would just come, on a silver platter. But at the same time, I don't, because we wouldn't appreciate it, we wouldn't enjoy it, and we wouldn't really, it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work that way. I really see that now, and I feel like if you don't see that, you're going to be really seeing that in the month of December. You're going to be like, oh, this is why this had to happen, and this is why this is taking a while. This is why I had to go with it, and, because if you don't really love yourself, but you want a really supportive spiritual partner, then it's really hard to bring that person in. Because if you bring in a really loving connection, but you're still struggling a lot, you're not really going to love that person. You're going to be like, oh, that person's too nice, they're too sweet, and they're too boring. You literally will. Like, if I dated my guy any sooner than I did, I wouldn't have liked him. He wouldn't have been exciting enough for me. And that sounds mean. I'm not trying to be mean. Sorry. I don't think he's watching this pick a card. Baby, if you're watching this, I love you. I'm obsessed with him. But my point is, I wasn't ready for that connection. We have to get ready for these new connections, these new energies that we want. And we have to go through all of these challenges and these energies to get to where we need to be. So, anyways, group number 2, I hope this helped you on your path. Comment down below if it did. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Alright, group number 3. So for your oracle message, we have responding, not reacting. The only control we have is in how we respond to the hand we are dealt. So for you, group number 3, in December, I really feel as though you're going to be bringing in this new energy, this strong energy of knowing who you are and what you believe in and not having to prove it to anybody. I know especially, since we're going into December, into the holidays, it can be hard to be around family or to have certain conversations, especially when it's about, different world events or the pandemic, politics, since we just had the election. There's so many different things that can come through, and I see you really stepping into this power of not reacting or getting heated and just being okay. If that person believes in that, that's okay, and I'll listen to them, and then I'll share what I have to say. I love that saying. It's like when you're listening, you can learn something new, but when you are talking, you're just repeating what you already know. And I feel like that's a really good quote to keep in mind. I might have said that backwards. Yeah, when you talk, you're just repeating what you already know, but when you listen, you have a chance to learn something new. So just keep that in mind, right? And maybe it's not something new that you're learning, but you're learning about that person, right? Oh, they have this viewpoint, they have this perspective. And learning how to just respect that and be okay with, okay, they believe in that. Even if you can tell that belief pattern is holding them back or stressing them out or making them struggle. Most people in this world, a lot of people in this world need someone to listen to them. Even if what they're saying is hurting them, they need somebody to listen because that's their reality and that's what they're experiencing and that's what they're going through. So I just see you, instead of reacting, just responding in a new light and finding peace within that. So I love that. Let's pull some more tarot and see what other messages are coming through for you. So for our cards, we have 7 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, King of Cups reverse, Goddess of Sacred Power, Protection, Bantu, and Door to Value. Right away with this protection, and it says set personal boundaries, and then next to it, compassion for others. I just felt like with this protection card that your guides are saying that you're protected from other people's energies. I feel like a lot of the times when we're trying to protect our energy, it has a lot to do with our mindset. If we feel like we're around people that are negative or low vibrational, and we feel like, oh, their energy is going to affect us and it's going to make us feel down, then we're giving away our power. We're saying, oh, I don't have the power to protect myself, and these energies are just going to come and take over. And for me, when I'm still learning this on my path, you guys, but I've been learning so much about protecting my energy because being an empath and having these gifts of an empath, it can be hard at first when you're learning how to control it and how to understand it. And I feel for this group that you're going to be realizing in December how much your mindset has to do with protecting your energy. So if there's people that you're going to have to be around in the holidays, or people that you're around right now, or people you work with, and you feel like they're just bringing that energy into your life, Spirit's saying it's time to shift your perception and your perspective, because when you have the mindset of I'm protected, I'm safe, I have the power to protect myself, and I have my guides to help me, and I have all this energetic support around me, then you're going to feel stronger in your energy. And this mindset, it takes a while to shift, so be patient, but I see big shifts happening in December for you. And with these mindsets that you have, when you have this stronger mindset, no, I'm safe, this person is in a bad state, or they're really negative, or they're dramatic, and that's fine. I can be around them, and I'm not going to absorb their energy, and it helps bring more compassion, right? That's why we have the compassion for others card. It helps you bring more compassion and more loving energy to the relationship, to the conversation, and to your interactions with these people. Because if we are talking to somebody and we think that they're sucking our energy, or they're making us feel down, it's hard for us to love that person. It's hard for us to bring loving energy into that situation, because then we're just on guard and we're just trying to keep our energy and not let it, these energetic vampires, right? They call it, it's a term they use in the spiritual community, which I'm not making fun of it. I get it. I get that term. But we can be in this fearful state, and when we're in this fearful state of mind, it's hard to bring loving energy. So Spirit's working with you to let go of this fearful mindset, that you are protected, you have the power within you to protect yourself. And once you start exuding that confidence and that energy, you won't be so drained by certain people, and you'll have more love to give. And you'll have more love and peace and calmness and just this really strong foundation. And I feel like with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, this is something you've been working on for a while. And with this, it's next to the 9 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. I just see you moving into this more content energy, more sure of yourself. You believe in what you believe in, and you don't need anybody else to tell you that it's wrong, or if they say that it's wrong, it doesn't shake you. And by bringing more loving energy into these connections and relationships and situations, you can actually help them even more, right? If you're blocking off and you're trying to protect your energy, or if you're trying to convince them that, like, no, you're wrong, this is how it is, that just brings more tension, that brings more frustration. And I see you just bringing in more love. And when you do this as well, group number 3, your intuition will be stronger. There'll be more clarity in what you need to do. And trust me, I've noticed this. I've noticed this within myself. Even within my work, when I first started reading tarot, I'd get really worried about absorbing other people's energies. And I'd be worried about what I was going to say or how I was going to help them. And when we stop worrying about that and we just let it go, things just flow and our intuition grows stronger. And what we need to say just comes through. And if nothing comes through, that means we're not supposed to say anything and Spirit just wants us to listen. I've realized that too. Like sometimes when I'm helping somebody and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to say, I'm not getting a message. And then I hear listen, just listen. And the person just keeps talking and they just keep talking. And I just wait till they're done. And then as soon as they're done, I'm like, oh, a message comes through. This is what I'm supposed to say, or this is what they need to hear, or this. And you'd be surprised at how much you get into this just more flow state. Yeah, and it says Goddess of Sacred Power, this oracle card. You are being encouraged to take a leading role in your current situation. I feel like a lot of you are becoming leaders in your family or in your friend group. You're becoming the spiritual leader to just exude this loving energy. And you'll be rewarded. Look at this Door to Value card. You're going to be rewarded for this. For some of you, this could be actually money coming in December. And we have the Nine of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So for some of you that are working or trying to build a business or trying to bring on more clients or something like that, I see more money coming in, more clients, and just more reward for your generosity. So these are beautiful messages so far. I'm going to pull a few more cards and see what else we can get for you. Okay, so we have perform a random act of kindness, celebrate yourself, you deserve it, feeling the world, temperance, 3 of Cups, and the 10 of Wands. Okay, this is awesome. So with this feeling the world, you guys are definitely empaths. You could be clairsentient, so you really feel other people's energy, and you're really going to be realizing the power of this. You're going to be seeing how this is a beautiful gift and how you can use this energy to navigate, to help others. But you feeling other people's energy isn't a curse, it's a blessing. You're really going to be seeing that in December because this is really what your higher self is teaching you right now. This is what you're learning. And I love how this random act of kindness came through because I feel like for you, you're going to be giving random acts of kindness, and it might not be through a typical normal way, right? It might be through what you say to somebody or how you listen to somebody in a new way. And I feel like the energy is going to be coming back to you in return. Because when you start to give more compassionate, loving energy to the people around you, and group number 1, I'm not saying that like you give bad energy to people. I'm not saying that. You're very compassionate people. You feel a lot. You operate a lot from your love space, and you have a lot of love to give. You just feel so much that you do block things off sometimes. And it's a protective thing. It's not a bad thing. But I just see you really stepping into this power, not letting it hold you back. And the more you start to release this fear state of mind, and the more you are able to share your love and your energy with other people, the more you're going to get that love in return. So I just see people being really generous to you in the month of December. You're just seeing this ability you have in a whole new light. I really feel like with this temperance in reverse too, that your healing is really going to accelerate. And whatever you're working through, things are really going to pick up and really be more balanced. Balanced connections. These 3 of Cups talks about friendships. I really feel like you're going to have really good conversations in the month of December, group number 3. Really heart-to-heart conversations. You're going to start seeing people in your reality, in your life, in a whole new light. You're going to see the loving energy that they have within them. You'll see the hurt too, but you'll see more of the light. And this won't hold you back like maybe it has in the past. Like maybe in the past it's been, had you put blinders on so you couldn't see people's true attention. So with this 10 of Wands, maybe you've built up walls over the course of your lifetime. And I feel like that was necessary for a certain time in your life. And now Spirit's like, okay, you have these walls of protection. You don't need them anymore. You're powerful. You know you're powerful. Let's step into this power. Let's start to look at people in a whole new energy. So we can start attracting not only what we need in life, but what we want. And we can start helping people on a whole new level. So I really love this for you, group number 3. I hope this helped you. Stick around if you want love messages. So these are going to be mostly for single, but just for any of you that are single, but stick around if you feel like you want to. I'm just going to pull a few love messages for what's coming in December. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Nine of Swords, joyous fun, a creative endeavor, and courage. I feel for these first three cards here, this is kind of depicting your future person. So for those of you that are waiting for somebody, I feel like they're really focused in on themselves right now. They're dealing with some personal issues with this Nine of Swords, some worries and some stresses. And they're really trying to create the life that they want with this Three of Wands. They're trying to balance out their energy. They're learning a lot. And I really feel like Spirit's saying they're getting ready for you, but they still have work to do. And with these bottom three cards, I really feel like this is more depicting your energy. With this joyous, fun, creative endeavor, and courage, I really feel like Spirit's encouraging you to focus on the relationships you have in your life with your family. That's going to bring you closer to your future partner, to focus on your creative endeavors, and to build your courage. These things are all going to lead you. It might feel like counterintuitive. Well, if I just focus on myself, I'm not going to get, what I want. But Spirit's saying no. Focus on these aspects. Focus on having fun with the ones around you, having more loving, strong connections. Focus on your creative endeavor, whatever that is for you, whatever gets in you get into your artistic expression. Focus on something like that. If you don't know what that is, I see clarity coming for that in December. Or some sort of like new energy surrounding that. And I see more courage coming through. So a lot of strengthening of the solar plexus. So you're both working on each other. You're both getting ready for each other. Right now, Spirit's saying you're not ready for each other. I do feel like in 2021, though, like something's coming through with this person, which is exciting. But right now, Spirit's saying they're focusing on them, you focus on you, and you guys will be together. It will be beautiful. So I hope this helps you, group number 3. Thanks for checking out my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, group number 4. So for your card, you have Lantern. Consciousness is light. This card is really powerful because see how it shows this lady, and she has this blindfold, right? And she's holding these different energies, and she's almost looks like she's holding these lanterns, right, on her arms, but then she's almost holding this big sphere behind her, like this energy ball. And I feel for you, group number 4, that you're really balancing out in December, or maybe you already have for some of you, but you've really come into this new energy, this really powerful energy. I feel like for those of you that are on social media and you have a platform, maybe you get a lot of compliments or something like that. You get people, praising you for your content, and you're not like, you don't feel like you really need it. Like, it's great to hear those things, but you're kind of like indifferent about it. Like and it's the same as somebody was to say like a hateful comment, you're just kind of feeling like, oh yeah, it's take it or leave it. Like, you appreciate, of course, all of those good comments, but you don't need them to thrive. You're like, I know I'm sharing my purpose. I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I don't need outside validation. I don't need anyone's validation. That's what I see for you in December. You might be seeing a lot of repetitive 4s. This is just like confirmation of your new power. It's not really new power. You've always had this power. It's just really shining in December. You're like, I'm doing my thing. I'm living my life. I'm speaking my truth. And it is what it is. That's what I see for you. Let's get more clarifiers on this energy. Okay, so for our cards, we have the Daughter of Cups reverse, Six of Wands reverse, Father of Pentacles reverse, the Magician, 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, energy, and blossoming. Okay, I feel like for you, group number 4, there's, like the energy I talked about at the beginning, it's really beautiful, and you have this confidence and this energy, but I feel like there is some sort of blockage of not accepting the rewards that you deserve. I feel like Spirit's saying you deserve more, even on a material abundance, with this King of Pentacles in reverse, the Six of Wands reverse, and this Daughter of Cups reverse. I'm really seeing that there's some sort of blockage, like you deserve more than what you are getting. You have so much knowledge to share. You have so much beauty within you. You've come so far on your journey, and you deserve a lot. And I really feel like Spirit's working with you to expand on this energy, to expand on this perception, into helping you dream bigger and attracting more of what you desire. Because then we have the Magician coming through, and then we have 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel, which talks about the throat chakra. So speaking up what you want more, I think, is really going to help you. Group number 4, speak up what you want out loud, commanding the energy, right? And speak with confidence. Speak as though you already have it. Yeah? Spirit's encouraging you to do that. And not to feel guilty like you're asking for too much. Because I feel like you have a really good sense of gratitude, group number 4, and you're really grateful for everything that you have and everything that you've manifested. So you almost feel like, wow, I've already gotten so much. I shouldn't be too greedy, or I shouldn't ask. And Spirit's like, no, we want to give you this energy. We want to give you all of these amazing things. You need to speak up more about it. And I really feel like I can relate with this group and number 1. So if you picked group 1 and 4, I really feel like I relate with this group. Because look, we have blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. I really feel like 2021 is going to be a really awesome year for you. I feel like you're finally getting everything and more that you could want. The Magician keeps popping up in almost every group. I think it has popped up in every group. You guys are manifesting a lot, and Spirit's getting you ready for the new year. Because you've really grown. You've really cleared a lot in your throat chakra is what I'm hearing. You've cleared a lot. But now it's time to just almost get selfish and greedy. It's not being selfish and greedy, but it's going to feel like you are being. So that's why I'm using those words. Speak up what you want. And yes, when you speak up what you want, people might be thinking, oh wow, she's full of herself, or she's greedy, or wow, she wants a lot. And people might be thinking of that, but you don't need to worry about that because they're just thinking from a limited mindset. And they're not realizing their own worth and their own potential. Focus on you. Focus on what you want, what you deserve, and what you already have the things that you want. You already have them because I already see them coming to you, group number 4. These energies you want, these things that you want in your life are already yours. So it's time to just open up and take them. And I know that sounds easier than it is, but that's what Spirit's saying. They're already yours. Take it, own it, know it, and that you deserve more than you are even asking for. Okay, I love that message. Let's pull a few more cards and see what else we're getting. Alright, so we have the Devil, the 2 of Wands reverse, 4 of Swords reverse, Queen of Cups reverse, Goddess of Psychic Protection, Peace, and Meditation. I love this Goddess of Psychic Protection because it says, what you believe you create, no one can harm you. So Spirit's just letting you know you're protected, you deserve everything that you want. It's coming for you, and you're protected. You're protected in so many ways. You have a lot of beautiful energy around you and within you. And when we have that beautiful higher vibration energy, we attract high vibrational things. So there's nothing to fear, okay? I mean, of course, it's okay to be afraid, but that's what I'm hearing. There's nothing to fear. And I really see you taking more time for yourself with this peace and meditation in December. I see group number 4 slowing down, taking more time to go within, and really enjoying it. Not looking at it as work, like, oh, I need to slow down, or I need to meditate, and this or that. Really just enjoying it and having a lot of new insights, a lot of clarity, and I also am hearing strengthening in your intuition. I also feel like for you, group number 4, there's going to be, with this Devil energy coming through and the 2 of Wands in reverse, there's going to be some people, maybe influential people or people around you. Take what resonates, but there's going to be some energies of people. They might be really big on social media or have a lot of followers and exude a lot of confidence, but not be in the right, I don't know if I want to say the right headspace or the right heart space. And I feel like Spirit's just saying to be careful about the people that you follow on social media or certain leaders if they're like talking about demons and witchcraft and darker energies and entities and stuff like that, just to watch out for them. Not that they're going to bring bad energy to you, but just make sure you're surrounding yourself with people that are, or influencers that are really coming from their heart space and really trying to bring more love and peace and inspiration to the world. Just ask yourself, if you're following somebody, it's like, okay, is this person coming from their heart space? Are they really trying to help the planet? Are they really trying to help people? Or are they just trying to share or project their fears or trauma or whatever onto you? Like, just be aware of that, okay? Because this has even happened in my life recently. I've been following some people on, like, TikTok that are talking about demons and worshiping Satan, and I'm like, what is this? I don't, because I'm kind of curious about it because I just want to know, like, how someone could have a mindset with that or just open my mind to that. And I think it is important for us to open our mind to these kind of things, but just be careful how much we're surrounding ourselves in that type of energy that isn't going to be serving our highest good. That's all I'm saying. Just practice awareness with that in the month of December. I also feel like you're going to be nurturing yourself more in December, and you're going to be getting better sleep. Something with sleep. Like maybe you'll be getting messages through your dreams, or you'll be getting deeper, more restful sleep. But I'm also hearing to stay off social media at night. If you're on social media at night, that is keeping you from having restful sleep. So try to stay off of it for 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. I know that can be hard for some of you, but I feel like it's really going to help you. It's going to help with your REM cycle. It's going to help regulate you. Even if you're using blue light glasses, it's not just about the screen. It's about the stimulation from being on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook. It's like that stimulation. I'm also hearing to read more, and that I feel like there'll be some books coming in that I feel like maybe you haven't found a book in a while that you've really liked or that's really inspired you, and I feel like there's going to be some new books coming in, and spending more time at reading at night is really going to help you on your path. And then I love in this peace card how there's 2 swans there. I feel like this has to do with love messages, and that's the next messages I'm going to pull. So if you want to stick around for love messages, go ahead. If not, I love you guys. Sending you so much love. So these love messages I'm going to pull right now for group number 4. They're going to be for the love coming in 2020. This is mostly going to be for singles, but if you're in a relationship, and you want to stick around and just see what comes through, you're more than welcome to stay. But I'm going to focus mostly on all of my singles for December. So we have the sensitivity card, unconditional love, the Knight of Wands, it's the Page of Wands. We have the Tower, 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, so a lot of these cards, you can see that all of the people have their backs faced towards us. And when that happens, it means that we're doing a lot of internal work. And I feel like this internal work is bringing you more love into your life, because with the unconditional love here, it says, love yourself, others, in every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. So continue to bring love into all aspects of your life. I feel like you're really good at this, group number 4, but I feel as though this is really going to help you on your path to love. Because I do feel like there's some fiery energy out there, some creative guy that's looking for you. I really feel like that. I feel as though your person is ready for you, and they're looking for you. Or maybe they already notice you, because we have the 2 of Cups here, and see how he's juggling these pentacles, and there's a crowd up in the balcony watching him. This talks about showing off your talents and gifts. So if some of you are on social media, maybe this person notices you online, and they want to talk to you, but they're a little nervous, they're a little scared. Or maybe they have reached out to you recently, or they will in the month of December. But I feel like this person looks at you and just looks at you as just this amazing human being. So as for some of you, I feel like this person already knows you, or they're going to just find you or discover you in December. Something is coming through like that. So I feel like Spirit's saying keep shining, keep doing what you're doing. If you are a spiritual leader on a platform, keep doing that. If not, just showing yourself more online. I feel like this person, you could meet them online. That's just what I'm getting. Or maybe they discover you in December, but maybe they don't say anything for a while. But I feel as though there's something there. I feel like this person is a little afraid with this 3 of Swords. And I think you are too. I think you're both a little scared. You're both ready, but you're scared. Or you think you're ready, but then you're kind of oh, maybe I'm not ready. Something like that. But I feel like your heartache, I feel like I'm hearing this message of your heartache is coming to an end, or your loneliness, or whatever. I don't know, something's coming to an end. I feel like there's going to be a lot of love for yourself. Keep focusing on the love for yourself. Loving yourself, nurturing yourself, empowering yourself, and also surrounding yourself with loving connections is really going to help you to bring in this new energy, because he's looking for you. And when he finds you, or she, could be a she, he or she finds you, they're going to really think of you as this god or goddess. Oh, wow, this person's out of my league, or they're amazing. They're just going to think the world of you. So I'm excited for this. This is really positive energy for you, group number 4. Let me know how this reading was for you. Comment down below, you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Alright, group number 5, my last group. We have assistance with access. It is necessary to ask for help and accept help in order to receive it. I love the image on this card. See how she's holding this key? I feel like the first message coming through is just that you have the tools that you need to succeed. The energies that you're craving, the manifestations you're trying to create, you have the tools. You have everything within you. And I really feel as though in December you're going to be feeling into this power strongly. You're going to be feeling this power and you're going to be creating more. And it's necessary to ask for help, and this goes in different ways. Ask for help from your spirit guides, of course, right? Ask for help for yourself. Ask your higher self. Talk to your body, right? If you're dealing with health ailments or anxiety or depression, ask your body what's going on. Communicate with your body. Ask people around you for help. If you're trying to create a spiritual platform online or a YouTube channel, ask hey, how did you start this? Do you have any advice for me? Ask people that are more advanced in that area or that have been doing it for a while. Start asking for help, because there's a lot of people and energies around you that want to help you, that want to guide you. And I'm also hearing for some of you might be working with a mentor as well. So if you feel called to work with some sort of a therapist or medium or a tarot reader or anyone that you think will help uplift you, it's time to ask for help. It's really going to accelerate you on your path. Okay, so let's see what other messages that we are getting for you. All right, so we have the Lovers, 7 of Swords reversed, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups reversed, Angel of Union, and Goddess of Compassion. So right away we're coming through with some love messages with this Lovers and the Angel of Union, which I will get into more detailed love messages at the end of the reading. I will pull messages for singles. But for a lot of you, I feel like you've already met someone recently or you're about to meet someone in December. So take what resonates for you. But I feel like this person is genuine. I feel like Spirit's saying you can trust them. Because I feel like with this 3 of Swords and the 7 of Swords in reverse, some people have wronged you in the past or have broken your heart or have come in with bad intentions. And with this 7 of Cups, I feel as though you're really kind of overthinking maybe everything and worried about it. And this could be with friendships too, or take this with whatever people resonate in your life. But I really see stronger connections coming in December. I see soul connections coming in. People that you can trust. People that are here to help you. And for some of you, this could be connecting with a spiritual leader or a mentor. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. But this could be just a strong soul connection to help you on your journey. Or maybe you find a new leader on YouTube or on Instagram that really speaks to you and really helps you on your path. This doesn't even have to be somebody you meet. I feel like for most of you it will be somebody you meet, but for a lot of you it might just be an author of a book or something like that. But I see you really healing in your heart space, you really learning to trust more, and you're realizing that your energy is really strong and it's really, your vibration is really high, and you're starting to attract people in that same vibrational energy that have a lot of compassion for others, that treat others how they want to be treated, that speak more of their truth, that are more vulnerable and open. I just see a lot of compassion coming through. So Spirit's saying you can trust these people that are coming through. They want what's best for you, is what I'm trying to say. They want what's best for you. They have good intentions. And it's time to open your heart to these connections. They're going to help give you a lot of clarity and a lot of inspiration on your path. You're in a good place now. You're in a really good place. I can tell that for you, group number 5. And I feel as though you've let go of a lot of energies, a lot of people that were bringing you down, that were diminishing your sense of self-worth with this Goddess of Compassion card. I feel like you've let go of people that made you feel small, made you feel weak, made you feel not smart enough, not talented enough, not creative enough, not good enough. You've let go of these people. You know you deserve better, group number 5. You know you do, and better is coming. Better is here for some of you, and better is coming, okay? I love this message. It's so positive. Let's pull some more cards and see what else is coming through. So for your second round of cards, we have the World in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, High Priestess of Air, Intuition and Manifestation, the Sacred Temple, and a deep breath. All right, the first message I'm hearing is that you could be a life path 3, 5, or 7. That came through strongly. You don't have to be. I like how this Ace of Swords and the High Priestess of Air came through because this is all about communication. I feel like there's just going to be new communication, new conversations, new clarity, a new way of speaking almost for you in group number 5 in December. Like, you're going to be just talking in a new way. You're going to be hearing messages in a new way. And I just see a lot of clarity for you in what you need help with. Things that you've been asking for. I see messages just coming through. And your throat chakra really clearing. Okay, for this World card in reverse and this 5 of Pentacles, I feel like for some of you that are trying to manifest a new job or a new home or something like that, I feel like Spirit's saying not to worry about it. But something new will be coming through. I feel like not in December, but something you're getting ready for some new energy in 2021. New job. For some of you looking for your soul's purpose as well, I'm hearing you're going to be finding your soul's purpose in the beginning of the new year. Or you're going to be able to travel or move. So something that you're craving, don't worry about it. It's going to happen. I don't feel like it's going to happen in December. For some of you, it could. But I feel like in the first part of the new year, so in like the first few months of the new year, some big shift is going to happen with whatever you're trying to manifest in those areas of your life. Yeah, because we have the intuition and manifestation and the sacred temple. I just feel like the energy is changing around you and you're being prepared for 2021. Because I just feel as though your intuition is really strong. It's really guiding you. And you're manifesting. When I look at the sacred temple, it's almost like your home or even like within your body. It's going to feel very sacred. It's going to feel very almost holy. Almost just really good. You're creating this really good energy around you, and I just see you coming into this new environment. So if you're worried about where you're going to be living next year, or who you're going to be living with, or what kind of job, or your soul's purpose, or what direction, I see it moving in a really positive direction. There will be clarity, but with this deep breath card, Spirit just wants you to trust. Spirit wants you to take a deep breath, know that you'll know everything when you're supposed to know. Everything's happening perfectly for you, and like the universe has your back. They're not going to leave you hanging. They just want you to trust. This is all about, also learning to trust and surrender on your path. It's all happening in perfect timing. But I see a lot of shifts for you, especially in December and then into the new year. There's a lot of things changing in your life. I mean, your world is flipping upside down. There's a lot of things shifting and changing. It's all going to be positive. It might feel a little overwhelming at times, but I just feel like there's going to be a lot of changes for you, group number 5. Okay, so let's pull some more cards and see what else we can get to clarify this energy for us. Okay, I pulled the Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, 10 of Cups, Goddess of Oneness, Be Strong, Infinite Supply, and Trusting Tricksters. So I love how the Be Strong and Infinite Supply came through because look at this. It says you are supplied for your today and all of your tomorrows. Yeah, so anything that you're trying to bring into your life, or if maybe life's a little unpredictable for you now and where you're going and what direction, know that everything is happening in perfect timing. You're not behind. You're not missing something. There's nothing blocking you. Don't get too worried about that because Spirit's saying that a lot of good things are coming and that you're being taken care of, and to trust. Trust in the amazing plan that's set for you, because I see a lot of exciting energies coming through because we have this Page of Wands and this 10 of Cups. And I love how it's next to this Goddess of Oneness, which is someone you love is thinking fondly of you at the moment. This is really fun, positive energy. I see stronger loving connections coming in, or new loving connections. I see you really feeling connected to people on a whole new level in December. And there's some sort of exciting new energy coming in with this Page of Wands. Some of you might be learning something new, practicing a new skill. Maybe some of you are starting a YouTube channel. Some new energy's coming in, or someone's going to come in and inspire you to do it. Like somebody's going to be like doing it and loving it and having fun, and you're going to be like, I want to do that. I want to be in that energy, and you're going to get motivated to start in some sort of new creative endeavor or something like that. Because I see you, group number 5, as this Queen of Swords coming through. You have this Queen of Swords. You have this gift of communication. And I see you really utilizing that in December. I see you speaking your truth. I feel like you have a lot of wisdom to share. You're very strong. And look at it. I mean, this strong card. It says you are stronger than you think you are. Your strength assures a happy outcome. So what you've been through and what you've endured in your life and the strength that you've built up is preparing you for this amazing life. It really is. You have a lot of people coming in to support you, and your guides are working with you closely to really give you that loving, energetic support that you need. And then we have this Trusting Tricksters card. I love the imagery on this card. It says, the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw from it. I think group number 5, your energy is just going to be so strong in December that there's going to be a lot of people that are gravitating towards you. A lot of people that want to be around you. A lot of people may be watching you on social media or something like that. And they're not all going to have good intentions. They're not. But you're this Queen of Swords. You're going to know. I feel like Spirit's saying, if somebody doesn't have your best interest in mind, you're going to know. And you're going to be able to give them compassion, but also set up your boundaries. You're going to be like, okay, here's some love, but that's all you get. Like, I'm not going to talk to you now or whatever. It sounds harsh, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm only going to give so much time and energy to you or to you. I'll give you some compassion. I'll give you some love, but I'm not going to let you just come into my life and bring in all this drama or all this stress or whatever, right? I feel like you're going to have a really clear vision of how to set boundaries in December, how to put yourself first, and you're going to feel really good about it. You're not going to feel, I feel like maybe in the past you felt guilty about putting up boundaries or saying no to people. Maybe you felt bad, like, I feel like I'm being mean. And I get it, because I went through that. But for you, group number 5, you're going to be feeling good about it. You're like, no, I am loving myself. I'm nurturing myself. This is all positive. And they're going to be fine. They're on their journey, and they're doing their own thing, and everything's perfectly guided. I really feel that. You're going to be feeling strong about the boundaries that you set up, and you're just going to be feeling freer in your energy. Freer and lighter. And because of this, you're going to be rewarded. When we put ourselves first, and we don't give our time and energy away to everybody, big shifts happen, and we're rewarded for it. The universe rewards that type of bravery, that type of commitment to ourselves. And I really see that for you in December. So I love this. These are some really powerful messages. I'm really impressed with you, group number 5. Comment down below if this is your group. If you want to stick around, I'm going to do some love messages, okay? So this is going to be mostly for those of you that are single. But you can, if you're not single and you want to stick around anyways, and you feel guided to, then by all means, feel free. So we have the High Priestess in reverse, the Strength, the Moon, the Chariot reverse, the Hierophant, 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles reverse, and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm feeling for this group that this person that's going to be coming in, I feel like they're pretty enlightened and open-minded, your person. I feel like they're not going to be friends at first. I feel like for a lot of you, this is someone you don't know. And I feel like you're getting closer to coming into union. I do. I feel like your intuition has been telling you too, like it's going to be happening soon, but you kind of doubt yourself because you don't want to give your hopes up. But I feel as though it is happening soon for you. I feel like there's some things you're still balancing out, but I do feel like you're going to meet this person in the first part of the new year. Now, only take this if this resonates. If you've been feeling like there's been signs you're going to meet somebody, then you are. So take this if it resonates, okay? I feel like you've done a lot of shadow work with this Moon card and the Strength card coming right next to it. You're very strong, group number 5. I mean, the Strength energy is coming through again. You're very strong. You're very enlightened. You have a lot of power. And this person you meet is really going to be magnetized to that power that you have. I feel like this is all happening in divine timing, so don't feel like you're blocking anything. You're not. It's all just happening in perfect timing. This person's looking for you. This person is. Your future person's like, where is my person? I'm hearing that you might meet them outside, like at some sort of event, like an outdoor event or something outside. But just keep your heart open, keep your mind open, keep working on your strength and your inner power and your intuition. Keep believing that this love is coming, because you know it is, and trust in that feeling, because it is. And I see this person just being really good for you. And I feel like this person's going to be really funny, too. Really funny and really lighthearted. And it's just going to be this energy that you really need in your life. Or not that you don't need it, but it's really going to complement your life, I should say. So I hope this helped you, group number 5. Comment down below if it did, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys on the next one.